I want to see what your predictions are in chat. Give us, what are your predictions here? Are you going for an eNightmare win, or are you going for an Irrelevance Black? Give us your predictions. But first, I want to hear Louis 2K. What are your predictions here? Who's looking like the stronger team here between eNightmare and Irrelevance Black?
Well, they were a fan favourite early on the stream. Lots of people in support of them. I honestly think it's going to be Irrelevance Black going to be taking it. They, of course, won the league. They looked really good in their showing earlier on today. eNightmare didn't really... They looked good in their game, don't get me wrong. They looked good, but I think the clinical finishes from Irrelevance Black and just their positions looked really strong. So for me, Irrelevance Black, I think, are going to take this.
Yeah, but I think I'll have to deny you on that one. I think eNightmare might take it. I think the only reason why Irrelevance Black are first position was because of that forfeit. But as we can see, they look toe and toe in their stats and the positions on the league. But I think eNightmare might take this one. And yeah, I think it will be eNightmare's game, and they will, as they've currently dropped down from Division 1 from previous seasons, so they're looking like a hot contender right now, for me personally. But who knows, there's only one way to find out, and that's in the match. But guys, if you're really enjoying, welcome. Actually, if you guys have only just tuned in to the ECC, it is me, Celsius, and Louis 2K casting here today. And if you're really enjoying what we do here at the ECC, you can check out more of our links below. You also got our Discord channel where you can... Well, we currently have a new season coming in. We're just waiting for the finalizations of all the teams that are still are partaking recently in Season 2, seeing if they're sticking around for Season 3. And if that is the case, then after Wednesday the 16th... Yes, Wednesday the 16th of January, the open sign-ups will be available, and you can do so. Just check out our Discord chat, and you can also, there is a Look for Team channel in there. You also have our YouTube channel where you can see all the previous streams that are here, played here on the ECC Twitch stream. We also have our Twitter page at EUCCGG, and we have a hashtag going, which seems to be using quite a lot this time round.
ECC Playoffs on Twitter. If you want to get involved and get your thoughts in, we'll read out some of your comments. Some of your thoughts on the final, and what a final it should be. Irrelevance Black going to be taking on eNightmare very shortly, and we're just waiting for the players to turn up. I think after that we will be ready.
Yeah, definitely. And as they join in, we're about to... Oh yeah, we also have our tournaments page where you can see all the teams that are partaked in this season and where they are positioned, and the playoffs and the results from that. But we also have our donations page where you guys can donate as little or as much money as you like to help better this production here at the ECC. And also don't forget to hit that follow button, because without you guys this wouldn't be possible. But without further ado, we're going to have this matchup between eNightmare and Irrelevance Black, and yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
So sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of difficulty with one of the videos here at the ECC. It doesn't seem to be working. I had a bit of issues with it yesterday, but we'll just get this match on the way and see these two teams battle it out for that first position spot. Just waiting for these teams to join. So
eNightmare did this last time, didn't they?
I think this was this last time, actually. I think you might be right. Telling him to join. Is anyone going to join? Oh, I might have to just do it here again. This is what I did last time. It seemed to work. There we go. eNightmare join and Irrelevance Black following. So, seems that if eNightmare had a sub change, maybe. Looks like Sirax has joined in. Was he in there for last time? I'm not entirely sure.
I want to say I remember, I'm not sure. I can't remember. Either way, eNightmare will be starting on the blue team, Irrelevance Black on the orange team for this, the final of the Division 2 playoffs. The winners of this going straight up to Division 1 for the third season coming up in a couple of weeks, months' time. eNightmare early on here, feeling a bit of defensive pressure. They will be clearing the ball away, and that's Andy with an early shot. A great tee off to Sirax, but Tene making the save. The early pressure on the defensive end coming in here for Irrelevance Black, and another shot so close from Duchess, looking to get so close there from his team to try and get the shot on point. And see, fan favourite among everyone.
Yeah, eNightmare looking really strong, having a good opportunity, but 10A comes in and destroys the defence. Beautiful pass from Jonas, puts it off the backboard, nearly just off the post, and it comes out directly into middo. Sirax tries to go for the ball but misses it ever so slightly, and 10A just puts it in, and that gives them a 1-lead victory.
Irrelevance Black, there was loads of support for them earlier. There was like a little chant going. Does anyone remember what that chant was? Because I can't remember. But Irrelevance Black had the lead here, and they'll need chat support to keep them going if they want to win this. Looking to get this, the second ball, and just the second balls they're struggling to really get control of. eNightmare, they will get control of this. Andy has the ball and beating one player, and Sirax, a great little setup for him. He's looking for the shot. Teeny, a great save on his end, but he can't do anything about that. And his shot still not on point, and Dutch is trying to keep this attack alive for the offending side of eNightmare. And there's a shot. The shot I thought was going to happen, but didn't quite reach anyone. Approaching 3.5 minutes to go, and Irrelevance Black still not really had many shots on target despite getting that goal.
Yeah, eNightmare have a really good prowess on their offensive, but their defense seems to be weak, and maybe Irrelevance Black can manipulate that in their favour.
Oh, just a couple of people intercepting and going for that little shot now, and now pushing forward, going eNightmare. Sorry, they had to fall back and make sure the ball didn't go back on there, and it's Irrelevance Black who were looking for the second goal here. The ball is forward, and just they can't quite clear it away, eNightmare. Eventually, they do clear it away, and it's going to be Teeny trying to get control of the ball, and just at this stage, Irrelevance Black not really able to keep the ball under control. 10A will be getting the ball at the second attempt, and it's going to be centered, and it's just back and forth. Teams, players just throwing the ball in each other's half and no real control at this stage. Andy does get the ball down, and it's anything. It's set up for Duchess, and it was a clinical touch away by Irrelevance Black in the end, and approaching half time. A great shot! A great finish by Teddy from sorry, that was NC who had the shot.
Yeah, we saw a great opportunity from Irrelevance Black in the first couple of games, but that was eNightmare's demise against Ignis Esports. They were failing behind in the first two games, but popped it off on the third game. Maybe they can do the same here, lose the first two games and really turn it around in their favour.
Almost scored from kick-off eNightmare. They don't quite get the shot. It was cleared away by Irrelevance Black. And notice I'm saying Irrelevance Black because there's also another team, Irrelevance Esports, in the first division. And if both sides remain next season, there'll be two Irrelevance Esports teams in the same division. 10A and Jonas will be looking to get this third goal underway here, trying to get something back, and so far eNightmare not really given a shot. They're defending quite well, eNightmare at the back, and just unfortunately not able to get the goals going forward. And going forward this time Irrelevance Black. NT's got the goal, looking to centre it. It's a perfect centre, and no one quite there for Irrelevance Black, who have to fall back. The rotation so close on Mandy. Sirax looking to finish it. 10A making a good crucial save.
Yeah, eNightmare, what an absolute display of performance there on that offense, but not managing to finalise a goal. Playing really strong, but I don't know whether it's just the lack of defense is what's going against them. But eNightmare, they do look strong, but Irrelevance Black just looking slightly stronger.
Oh, that's a shot by Jonas, a great shot as well, and that's going to catch Andy right off guard, who couldn't do anything about it. Irrelevance, they go 3-0 up, and they pretty much got this first map in their favour.
Yeah, definitely 3 goals. It's hard to come back from there, but it can be done. As I saw an 8-3 game earlier, but 1:20 on the clock. As time ticks down, it will be a bit difficult for eNightmare to turn it around.
NC's got a shot, and it ended up falling back towards the Irrelevance Black goal. But down the other end, Jonas, what a shot that was! NC the tap to set him up.
Yeah, Jonas with an absolute long clear. Duchess really should have had that ball, but Sirax just wasn't sure what was happening. 2 people up in the air, probably confused by the anticipation of someone hitting that ball.
Let's go Zeddy, clap for the tweets I'm getting in using the ECC playoffs hashtag. Do use that on Twitter. We'll read out some of your tweets. Jonas is looking to get a 5th goal in play here for Irrelevance Black, and really Irrelevance looking really good at this stage. Duchess will knock the ball away. And in this game, it's been a game when eNightmare haven't fully shown up on the offensive end. And I'm going to try offensively, and Duchess is there with the chance, but it's not really good enough. Sirac, his effort blocked by Tenno. And off of this now, Irrelevance Black, they push forward, they rotate, go for the counter-attack, and the counter-attack isn't really going anywhere. And eNightmare are trying to make sure they get something forward, and Irrelevance Black at this stage just under control. 30 seconds. Jonas getting rid of Duchess. A good little centre here from Andy, but it's not going to be good enough for eNightmare. Irrelevance Black, they're holding their ground, they're looking strong, and this should be the first game in their favour. Maybe a fifth. There's a fifth.
Yeah, Irrelevance Black absolutely dominating their defence. This is what I mean. Their defence looks weak at this moment in time. They really need to support each other, position better in goal. Don't need to come out of that goals as much. It's a bad push from Jonas, but eNightmare just looking really weak at this moment.
Who's going to win the kick-off? Jonas was trying to get it. He had pressure from Andy, and eNightmare now trying to push forward a little bit too late for anything, and maybe just one goal, one solid goal would be nice, but I don't even think they'll be allowed to do that in this. Maybe even a sixth. There was a player approaching, but for Irrelevance Black, they've got the lead in this Division 1 playoff final. They've got it all going for them so far.
Here we are, game 2 between eNightmare and Irrelevance Black. eNightmare just absolutely Irrelevance Black absolutely dominating the first game. Well, as we all know, first game is the tested game, and eNightmare might just be able to turn it around, and he does! What a read!
So nice. So good from Duchess. That was all him, just to control the perfect setup by Sirac as well. The touch set up for him, and just the finish is phenomenal. A great opening start, and eNightmare, they get the response they need within 10 seconds. What a start, what a play.
Definitely with that 1-goal lead will boost their confidence, and that's what they really need here. But 10-8 really trying to respond with his own touch off the backboard. It doesn't work out in his favour.
Irrelevance and eNightmare. That was Irrelevance Esports then trying to get this recovery in play at this stage. Andy will be looking to make this a second goal. Oh, what a finish that was. Empty. He hit the original save, but it ended up being a pull shot from the eNightmare player. What a finish and what a start.
Yeah, what a start for eNightmare. You are correct there, Louis. 2 goals in the first just over 30 seconds. With 4.5 minutes left to go. I mean, this is an awkward lead for eNightmare. I mean, you don't really want to score too many goals at the beginning. You kind of want to try and savour it out for the end to have the advantage, but 2 goals might not just be enough for them.
It's an open net, and Jonas has got a chance to really capitalise here. Duchess would have been back in case I thought it was an open net, so Irrelevance Black now pushing forward, and Sirac and eNightmare trying to get something of their own here. Chance potentially coming in here, but they can't quite hit it on target. The defending side are able to clear it away, and they're pushing forward for a counter-attack. Jonas for now is alone and searching for this player. He's got a player close by. A great setup. Enti gets one back.
Yeah, Enti getting a good pass out from Jonas. Patiently waits for the challenger to attack, and Andy just caught in a bad position, and Enti just has no option but just to shoot it in goal, and now it brings it to a 1-goal deficit here between eNightmare and Irrelevance Black.
So what is it? eNightmare going to win, or is it going to be ZE clap clap? Lots of people in chat getting behind their two sides. Do it, and maybe a second goal here, an open net for Jonas to really sink the ball into.
I don't know what happened here from Irrelevance, but Jonas now bringing it for a level playing field here. But eNightmare really need to sort out the defense. I think that's their weakness, and Irrelevance Black know this.
Irrelevance Black 2-0 up, and it's pretty much all crumbled down at this stage, and they're looking for a third. Irrelevance Black trying to complete the comeback really quickly, and you said it earlier on, just the two goals early on from Irrelevance might have, or from eNightmare, might have just been a bit costly, and Irrelevance Black, they've had loads of time to recover back into this. Still got 3 minutes 15 to get a third goal and complete the comeback. But for now, NC, he's just trying to control the ball, and it's not really working for him. Andy and eNightmare for now trying to clear the ball, trying to send the ball forward, and it's not fully working out in their favour. NC will be allowed to clear it away only momentarily. Irrelevance Black having a bit of a scruffy, tough situation at the back here. Andy is just going to intercept that, and eNightmare still pushing to try and find something. Jonas, this right hand side of the goal is really testing and challenging for Irrelevance Black, but they eventually clear it.
Yeah, we saw good patience there from Duchess. He didn't want to hit that ball away because it would have made him awkward for eNightmare, but eNightmare really putting on the show here with their dominance, but falling apart recently in the last minute where Irrelevance Black taking a good advantage.
10-8's going to try and make something work out. Here's something going to work out. Saraxon said he's going to find the ball instead, and eNightmare were trying to regain the lead with that little attack there. Isn't quite going to favour them. Sarax for now, he's going to try and go for a shot. His teammates, sorry, NC ended up going for the shot in the end there. A great little finish.
Yeah, NC really showing his prowess, and what a double touch he does. Nice read. Yeah, a double touch from NC, and that brings a lead victory here. Well, not a victory, a lead goal here in this second game, and hopefully they can keep hold of that lead and be ashamed.
They want to.
Yeah, I know they want to. They want to secure that first place because they know where they're going. If they secure that first place, they're going up to Division 2.
Division 1.
Division 1, sorry, no. No, they can stay in Division 2.
Okay, now we'll work with that. eNightmare then, having to do a little bit of work here, having to make something work out. Sirac can't do a lot with it. Duchess just trying to regain the ball there for eNightmare, and it's a lot faster this time. The pressure from both sides is really heated up on the field, and we can see off of this, there's a chance for eNightmare to try and regain something in this. Duchess can't do anything. Jonas had the shot there. I thought it was going wide, but Andy at least secured it going wide. Sirac, he was back for that. And he is there. A great little setup, a great chance, but Jonas at the back making another crucial save. They can't do anything with that. Sirax has got one back. eNightmare tie up the series again.
Yeah, there was a bad mistake there from Irrelevance Black. NC just getting caught of position. I think his teammate was going to follow that ball, but it bounced off the sidewall perfectly for whoever's that just took the shot. Sirax just taking the shot there, open goal. Just NC pushing a bit too far forward.
All we need now is 10-8 to score, and then everyone on the field would have scored in this match. Jonas trying to regain the ball for Irrelevance, and they're losing it. eNightmare on the attack, looking for the chance. They've got a chance to work with him. The defending Irrelevance Blacks can clear it away as we enter the last minute of this game. NC trying to get something back, and Irrelevance Black will really want to try and win this. They completed the comeback. eNightmare recovering. They're keeping the pressure on as well, and it's going to be a tight little finish here for these two sides, and Sirax hoping that eNightmare can finish this off. The chance isn't going to be powerful enough. Irrelevance Black clear their ground, and Jonas and the orange team push forward here. Not far enough though. Tenny's there looking for the goal. He came close, and Irrelevance Black almost winning it there. Last 30 seconds now, and Andy, he'll finish it. What a shot, and eNightmare have regained that lead.
Yeah, finally, after Irrelevance Black had that lead for a moment, but eNightmare responding and bringing it to 4-3 with 27 seconds left on the clock. Let's hope that eNightmare can keep hold of it and bring it to a 1-1 level playing field.
eNightmare, they're even out trying to go for a fifth at this stage. It was Duchess with the early chance. Sirax, he's keeping this chance and attack alive here, and a great couple of touches and a great finish for Andy. The play, brilliant from Sirax in the build-up, and that's surely this game finished, and eNightmare back on level terms.
by Siraxi, delivering the ball directly to Anix. No one challenging from Irrelevance Black. Both members just sitting in goal, and Andy just having a golden opportunity secured for their second goal ahead of Irrelevance Black. 15 seconds on the clock, and it looks like eNightmare's game.
Irrelevance Black at this stage just can't do a lot more. Duchess are trying to get a sixth at this stage. That's how confident eNightmare are that they've got this in the bag. One last chance. Jonas trying to get something at the back, but eNightmare will hold on to that. Maybe another chance. They're hoping this stays up, and it will stay up for just a little bit longer. Tammy, he wanted that. He can't do anything. So eNightmare, they recover. They make the series 1-1.
Let's go. Here we are, game 3 on DFH Stadium. eNightmare managing to bring it back to a level playing field, securing their win in the previous match. Now, eNightmare, really good on offense, it seems, but defense is not their strong point, and Irrelevance Black really taking advantage of that. I mean, do you think communication is where eNightmare need to sort themselves out, or do you think they just need to position themselves better?
It's just positioning and being able to be able to like just fall back, and because it's not always that. It feels like not all the time are they able to really commit to the defensive clearances on the eNightmare side. It might be communication, not fully sure what it is though, but communication might be a factor. They just have to be fully prepared and fully positioned.
Yeah, and I think you're quite right. eNightmare just need to sort themselves on the defense, and they could be the overall better team here, but Irrelevance Black really making advantage of their defensive mistakes. But now we're seeing good offense pressure here from eNightmare as they're pushing forward, trying to secure a victory here, and they might just do that with this team play. The Sirax pops it in the back of the net.
Good finish. Sirax will just tap it home from support after Duchess originally set it up, but if anything it came down to Renzi's tap down in the Irrelevance defensive side. Unlucky from Irrelevance, but they should be able to recover. Only a minute gone, and eNightmare, they're leading. It's a comfortable little opening start for them to build upon now.
Yeah, 1 minute and 1 goal. eNightmare just need to be a bit more safe, just position well, and they could take this win. Irrelevance Black there, we see bad positioning and triple commit from them, and Duchess nearly manages to intercept that ball, and that could have gone in and been costly for Irrelevance Black.
Irrelevance Black, they're trying to push forward here. Enti's got a chance, a good little effort, and just the rebound not quite falling in the right position, just hit the crossbar or the post side. Duchess just trying to be careful here, and eNightmare, they had to be careful, and it's an open goal for them to work with. Teeny at the back doing what he has to do to save the effort, and Enti off of that will pretty much just set it up for eNightmare. They're looking for another goal, they're looking for the second, and for now they can't quite do anything. We're into 3 minutes of gameplay to go, and for Irrelevance Black, they're trying hard to really get something back, but they can't even get the ball at their own half at this stage. Sirax, you might try and find something here. Irrelevance Black for now, they're just open to really cleaning the ball out.
Yeah, we're seeing good team plays coming out from both teams, and just one team needs to outbetter the other, and that is the case between these two. I think I said in the predictions that both these teams, I think it's going to go toe for toe, and we're going to see equal playing field here between these two, and we're seeing not many goals making the win difference, and we almost see an opportunity there from Sirax, and
Oh,
Duchess
good.
manages to capitalise on a mistake from Sirax.
Really nice little finish there coming out, Mr. Duchess. Just no real clear defenders on the Irrelevance Black side.
Yeah, no one really challenging that ball, and that's a shame because Irrelevance Black now down 2 goals, and eNightmare really dominating the field.
Looking for a third as well. Tini, yeah, he went for 2 commits there and it worked out in his favour in the end, but eNightmare still pressuring, still looking for a third goal at this stage. They won't be allowed it. Sirax coming in from the defensive end and he set it up perfectly for himself. A great little finish, and that's 3-0 to eNightmare.
Definitely 3 goals lead here currently, and eNightmare looking stronger than ever, looking stronger than they did playing against Igneous Esports, but now eNightmare really showing that they want this first place spot. Can Irrelevance respond to eNightmare's prowess?
Well, a great little effort early on there, a long range effort. Ency, he had the shot which was cleared away by Duchess just about, and despite Irrelevance Black trying to keep this pressure in their favour, it's actually looking more likely to be an eNightmare 4th goal to come looming shortly. Duchess will knock it away, and Irrelevance Black, they had some time to really control the ball and they just can't do a lot with it. Teamy will get the ball. Sorry, Teeny. And the ball is perfect. A great save actually by Andy. I don't know how on earth he kept it out. What a shot from Jonas, but the save even better in the defensive end. And Andy now going to try and push off of this. He's doing so well in the defensive end, Andy.
Yeah, we're seeing good control here from Jonas trying to redirect the ball, but just misses it slightly. But now Andy X and eNightmare have now a 3-1 situation. But it doesn't work out as Jonas narrowly gets the save.
Jonas will demo Duchess off of that, and going into the last minute now for something to happen. Ency will knock it away. It's set up perfectly for Teeny, and Jonas is there. A great little idea with this sort of play from the Irrelevant side, but it just wasn't good enough. eNightmare, they'll stand their ground, they'll hold on to the lead, and for now keeping a clean sheet is even more better momentum and helps you out. And his shot will be saved by Teeny there as we enter the last 45 seconds. It should be an easy clean up for eNightmare at this point. Irrelevance Black still just searching for at least one goal. There's a chance there, an open net, but Jonas not quite in the right position.
We saw him try past the pinch shot into the middle, but unfortunately it doesn't work out in his favour. And Andy X off the ceiling goes for the ceiling shot, and he does. And then he gets it in, but there's no one there from eNightmare to follow up, and Jonas gets a good clear on goal. And a hit off fencing, and just Jonas just needs to get it, and what a team play. And what a save from Andy X.
Really unlucky. Jonas just wasn't quite able to find the goal on target there, and that's pretty much how you can sum up Irrelevance Black's chances during this map, at least. 5 seconds now. Duchess might be looking to make it 4. There's a 4. The game's certainly done now, and eNightmare, they might have lost 5-0 in the early game, but a 4-0 here, and they're going to lead this series 2-1 now.
Yeah, definitely 3 seconds left on the clock, and there's nothing much that Irrelevant Blacks can do. This game is pretty irrelevant for them, so we'll just have to go on to the next game and see if they can turn the tide.
GG.
You go.
What do I do?
Oh no, I was going to say something and then you came in.
No, I just said GG.
GG's, and that's eNightmare with 2-1.
welcome to Manfield Stadium. The setting for our fourth game in this series, eNightmare. They've completed the comeback and they lead 2-1 on maps. Game number 4 upon us, and eNightmare, they'll be looking to try and continue the trend and try to get an external lead. Irrelevance Black, maybe the time now to try and come back and tie up the scores as Sirax tries to push forward here in an early attack for eNightmare. They can't do much of it. Irrelevance Black, they'll hold on to the ground, and for now, no clear-cut chances for either side. Both sides trying to win the ball and possession early on here.
Hopefully Irrelevance Black can turn it around, but eNightmare looking really dominant in their third game, and maybe that can translate across into this fourth match. But like I say, their defense is their weakest, and it seems to be the case as NZ comes in and scores the first goal for Irrelevance Black.
Again, just good bit of communication and good bit of team play. We've seen this from both sides actually. The positions of lots of the players have been really good, and they've set up some really good plays and chances throughout the entire series. This is both teams I'm talking about, Ian. From kickoff, hoping that something works out. Andy, not quite the right angle, so close to getting the goal, and the chance is still alive here for eNightmare, but Sirax, he can't quite hit the shot on target there. Still trying to keep this chance alive, and it is Irrelevance Black looking to try and clear it away, which they will do. Maybe even looking for a second here. Enti going to push forward. Can't do anything to beat Sirax. Tinny, he had the shot there. A great little finish from Jonas, actually.
Yeah, we're seeing the plays come out now from Irrelevance Black. Enzi getting the block shot on Sirax. Sirax hitting it out into the middle. Tene hits it off the backboard and Jonas is up. And we see Andy Utz trying to go for the ball, but unfortunately misses, and now that's 2 goals for Irrelevance Black. This looks like it's going to be one game win for one team, one game win for another team. But we just got to get to that final stage where one team outdoes classes the other, and it's anyone's game in this moment. Both teams playing superbly well.
eNightmare, they're going to try and get control of the ball, but any balls that are thrown towards the Irrelevance Black defence are just somehow cleared away, looking good. Jonas, he's got good control of the ball here, trying to beat Sirax. He can't do it this time, however. After this, it means that eNightmare are going to try and push forward. Sirax, a good position. Duchess, he'll knock it home, and just the chaos in the box led to an eNightmare goal there.
Yeah, that chaos was not needed by Irrelevance Black. They just needed, as they say that, as a good bump there from Sirax. Just managed to get the bump on the defender, and Duchess has to come in and hit the goal on net, and that's what he does. And now it's the 1-2 here in game 4.
I was expecting them to have a chance. I thought eNightmare had a good little chance there to make it 2-2. Nothing just yet. Sirax trying to get the control and trying to get the shot on course, but not quite on target that time, however. And Andy and eNightmare are trying to respond somehow, but either way, Irrelevance Black looking more deadly and more dangerous, looking to try and get a third goal here to try and get this series back in their favour. And Irrelevance Black for now just passing the ball around. Jonas with the shot. Duchess with the crucial save, and the second shot is actually not going to go on target. So close. Enti trying to make sure this stays alive, trying to keep it in play, and Andy will be knocking it away for now. And still Jonas will get a second knock, a second centre. This time Tini can't do much of it, and eNightmare holds the defence and they clear it away.
Yeah, Irrelevance Black looking strong. It's difficult to say which team's going to win here, but like I say, eNightmare struggling on their defence. I mean, they're getting the saves here, but it's the fact they're double committing and then leaving the goal open, and then Irrelevant Blacks just need to take that advantage, just be a little bit more patient, and then they can capitalise on it, but it doesn't seem to be this case, and we're just seeing an opportunity here arise from Irrelevance Black.
What a finish from Jonas. That's his second goal of the game, and just easily finishing off a great pass early on from Tini. The plays, just like that, some of the plays coming out in this series are really good.
Yeah, and this is what we expect from quite possibly the top 2 teams. That's what I was saying earlier about the plays. They just need to come out and perform them, because one team is going to outclass the other, and it seems that Irrelevance Black is outclassing eNightmare in this case.
Enzi was trying to get control of the ball, but his opposing teammates were quicker to it. Jonas will get control of the ball at least and sending it forward. As Irrelevance Black try and search for a 4th goal at this stage of the game. It is Jonas trying to centre the ball, send it down. Nothing quite yet. Tini, he'll be knocking it away, and a great little centre for Sirax, but Sirax will be allowed to clean it away in the eNightmare defence. And eNightmare still trying to find something here. They're now pushing forward. They wanted the shot. The chances stand. Sirax, his second effort wasn't quite on point and just didn't quite work out in their favour. 120, and maybe this game is over now for eNightmare, but Irrelevance Black have at least tied up the series.
Yeah, the eNightmare just catching it. Just a bit awkward rotation there. We saw Sirax, he went across to get that mid boost, and that caused the play to slow down, and whoever was the defender there just had to be a bit patient. He thought his teammate was going for it, and they could have gone for a counter goal, but unfortunately that didn't work out for them.
.45 seconds then, and Jonas are trying to make something happen here for Irrelevance Black as they push forward. A shot so close from Tene, just couldn't quite find the target. So close, not quite enough. Down the other end, go eNightmare trying to find a centre, and empty before he was demoed. He was able to clear the ball away. As we enter the closing 30 seconds here, it's more likely going to be an Irrelevance Black goal than an eNightmare goal, and a different eNightmare side which we saw to that 4-0 loss just now. Tene will be getting the ball empty. Two players really committing to the ball then. Somehow they'll clear it away, but that was looking a little bit dangerous and worrying there for the Irrelevance Black side, and despite looking like they were going to get a fourth goal, this should just about be it.
Yeah, as soon as that ball touches the floor, Irrelevance Black brings the series back to 2-2. This looks like it could go for a game 7, but we'll just have to find out shortly. Here we are about to go into game 5 between eNightmare and Irrelevance Black. Both teams going at it against each other, toe in toe, equalising one game to another, and it's just one team does well on one game, another team does well on another game, and this just needs to break, I think. Need one team to outclass the other. Louis!
Yeah, both sides are looking very balanced at the moment.
Yeah,
yes.
I was going to say, Louis, we need one of these teams to sort themselves out. And which team do you think is going to sort themselves out?
I'm hoping Irrelevance do, as I predicted them. eNightmare though, they could cause a shock. They could still do this. I mean, I don't really think there's an underdog in this game. Both sides looking promising, both sides looking dominant, and both sides have a chance to win this. But now you have to really start to focus and clean up your plays and make sure you play cleanly and not make any silly mistakes. Now's the time when you have to perfect it, when you're this deep into the final now, and obviously game 5 of 7, and both sides can't be split up at this stage. Just his shot stayed by Jonas, who was just standing still. Andy trying to make something happen here, and Sirax, oh, he wanted that, he just lost it actually, and Jonas will be able to capitalise. Jonas gets a goal. Irrelevance Black, they found the lead.
Yeah, definitely Jonas just narrowly sneaking that hit in to beat Sirax, and Duchess wasn't able to make it in time, and Andy X there just watching the ball go into his goal, and now Irrelevance Black bring it to a 1-goal lead here in the fifth game in Tokyo.
Just one easy mistake, and I remember this map when it had all the sort of side panels which you could drive up.
Yeah.
Not many people like that in the community. I remember that.
I
Did you
thought
like
it brought a bit. I kind of did. I brought a bit
I
of
liked it.
creativity. It did. It brought a bit of difference to the bog standard map, but obviously people like familiarity, so it seems that all these maps have been standardized. I mean, you can still play the Tokyo map, which is still great, but it's just not utilized anymore. It's such a shame, though. It's the same with that Pentagon map as well, wasn't it? Like Starbase when it was like, I think, no, hexagonal. No, how many? It had six. What's the six-sided?
Hexagon. Oh, good save, Andy. It is a hexagon. Pentagon, hexagon. Wait, heptagon. No.
I will find out.
Irrelevance are still leading here in this grand finals of Division 1, Division 2 playoffs. A spot to go up to Division 1. 2:50 gone on the clock and Irrelevance Black. They're trying to make something else happening. eNightmare this time aren't looking as strong, and eNightmare are trying to send balls forward. But Jonas this time looking to get another goal to his name in this series, or in this one map, sorry. Approaching the halfway point.
We was right, it was hexagon. That hexagonal arena was quite unique. It had, I think it made the players feel a bit awkward when the balls came off, as no one was quite sure about how to read it, but eNightmare putting the pressure on here in Tokyo, but one of these teams is going to go away, claiming that first spot.
I'm still waiting for them, Rocket League, to add the feature where like they have actual lines, and if the ball goes out of play, it's the other team has a throw in. Oh wait, we've got that. It's FIFA.
Say that again. Are they actually looking at that? Or
no, they're not.
Ah, that'd be quite a unique feature, wouldn't it? Just
Sirax, an effort. Jonas making a good save. Off of that, eNightmare trying to push forward. Oh, sorry, eNightmare falling back, rotating back on the defensive end. Teamy will get the ball set up perfectly, and off of that, Jonas just couldn't quite do anything with it. And that's pretty much set up Sirax to be able to push forward here. The chance coming in here for eNightmare, and just the defensive side of Teeny did enough, and still the ball's loose in the box. It will be cleared away in the end. Ency down the other end, looking to make this work out in the counter-attack for Irrelevance Black. They can't do anything, and eNightmare now pushing forward, and they now have to fall back. Irrelevance trying to control the ball and keep the possession in their favour, and Jonas just going to lose a 50-50 to Duchess there.
Yeah, eNightmare, we saw Andy X going up for a crucial save, but he didn't need to, and obviously Duchess had to come in and save him, otherwise it would have been awkward for eNightmare. And we're seeing Irrelevance Black trying to keep their one goal lead here in this fifth game, and see if they win this, then they have a one game lead, and then they just know that they have to beat eNightmare one more time, and they secure that victory. And what a redirect from Jonas. Jonas being the absolute god of redirects, being the dominant player of Irrelevance Black.
Ency was always a big figure in the early stages back in the semi-finals today, but Jonas has really stepped up, and he's looking really good in some of the plays and efforts he's made. We're approaching 40 seconds now, and for eNightmare, it's a bit of an ask to really come back from this, but it's certainly possible. They just have to keep the ball to their name, and so far, a great set of plays coming out from Irrelevance Black. Teeny had the powerful shot, which was blocked by Sirax. And as we enter now the last half minute of the map, Jonas looking for this third goal, looking to close it out, and Andy for now will be allowed to simply enough clear it away. NC is shot! Well saved by Sirax, actually.
Yeah, Jonas, he's really dominant for... And as we just see his performance here in this fifth game, Jonas just stepping up for Irrelevance Black and trying to secure that win for them, and he does twice now with 3-goal lead victory. 10 seconds on the clock, and it doesn't seem that eNightmare can turn us around too quickly.
That was really nice, just the reverse goal coming out in the end from him, and kick off straight away is going to favour eNightmare, but it won't be allowed. It won't mean a lot. The ball will fall on the ground. The ball will fall on the ground.
Anytime today?
There we are. Irrelevance Black, just like that, regained the lead 3-2 now, and they need one more win to take this league and go up to the upper division.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here on this. What is this map? I forgot. I've just seen it now and it's just lost my mind.
Urban Central.
Urban Central. Yeah, someone stated earlier urban time. But this could be the final match. If eNightmare can respond to Irrelevance Black onslaught from their 3-goal victory in the previous game, then we'll be going to Game 7. But if Irrelevance Black win this one, they will secure that first place spot. And they know the pressure is on.
And it feels like a really tense sort of situation on the field. Both sides really throwing balls all across the field, trying to make sure it lands in the net. And Jonas now will get a ball forward as Irrelevance Black try and get the early goal here. They won't quite be allowed it, or maybe they will. Enti, a brilliant setup, almost in goal, almost on point. eNightmare getting lucky, it didn't quite fall at the right angle for him. Jonas is going to try and keep this chance and pressure alive here. And for now, Irrelevance Black will just have to fall back and have to hope they can play it safe in defence. And Sirax is down the defence on the attacking end for eNightmare. So close and not going to be close enough. A minute gone and for eNightmare so close, and I feel like eNightmare are under pressure at this stage.
Yeah, eNightmare not looking so good now. They're looking really strong in the first game and the third game. Irrelevance Black bringing it back for a 2 and 4, and now they won 5. And I don't know, you might be right. Irrelevance Black might just take this one. I mean, eNightmare looks really strong against Igneous Esports, but Irrelevance Black really making the mockery of him.
Jonas going to try and control the ball here. It's a great little pass to his teammate, and Duchess is going to try and keep this chance alive for eNightmare, pushing forward now, hoping to keep this series in their favour. And they almost had a good chance there. Sirax's shot saved by Tene, and off of that, it's going to be Irrelevance Black pushing forward, trying to get something, and they've got it. Jonas straight on the counter attack. He's found the goal, and that's the map and goal advantage for Irrelevance.
Yeah, Duchess really caught off position. If he just waited, that ball would have just come directly at him. But Jonas just managing to sneak it behind him. And now with 3 minutes 20 on the clock left to go, 1-goal lead here for Irrelevance Black. And eNightmare just falling apart ever so slightly. They had the technical capability, but it seems their defense is not working out for them.
Yeah, technically, eNightmare looks so strong and really powerful. And I'm not really sort of saying that they're struggling at all. They are looking good, but Irrelevance Black just seem to be on point and are doing well with all the passes and that. Andy will actually outplay Jonas, and actually going to beat 2 players there of that play. Great little play, and off of that, eNightmare push forward. A great little touch. Enti, the save, critical from Duchess's shot, and off of that, Irrelevance Black going to try and push forward there. And that play was just kind of an example that eNightmare, they've got the technical abilities of the game, but Irrelevance Black just faster and know how to progress.
Yeah, so I mean, this is what's so good about eNightmare. They have their offensive capabilities, like we were saying, technical abilities. They get the 1-2 pass in, but unfortunately when it comes to the defense, Irrelevance Black really just capitalizing on their mistakes. I mean, we're seeing good intercepts by Irrelevance Black, but I don't know whether it's the fact that bad positioning is not going in their favor. This is what I mean. We see one touch by one touch by another, and then it just follows suits, but Irrelevance Black really outplaying eNightmare.
Oh, there was a shot potentially wanted by Irrelevance Black. We do have the goal lead still, and with 2 minutes to go, maybe a second goal would help strengthen their lead and maybe knock eNightmare out of this playoff final, sadly. It's one last chance, one last hope. Enti,
oh, he's going!
So
that would have to be goal of the season. Oh, what a flip reset. Enti, the mechanical god, just beating both defenders. What a goal. That
look at the replay.
Absolutely
insane.
Amazing.
That's a goal and a half, and that, if that doesn't secure Irrelevance Black's position in Division 1 at this stage, I don't know what will. What a play. Maybe eNightmare at this point will just kind of think, yeah, you know what, fair enough, that's that. But they're not going to give up yet. They've still got to find 2 goals in the space of a minute and a half, and the ball just pushing forward for Irrelevance Black at this stage, and Irrelevance Black trying to keep this pressure and momentum alive. Jonas, a set up, the redirect was there towards goal and isn't going to be good enough, and while Irrelevance Black are trying to push players forward, they're also being safe in defence. There's an open net. It might be an easy goal for Sirax here. He doesn't find it. Enti keeping his side in it, and Enti, another player who's really stepped up and going into the last minute. The counter attack is there, and that's surely the game, set and match.
Yeah, we still got. Don't be too Don't glorify it yet, Louis. We've still got 50 seconds left on the clock, and it can be done. I know Irrelevance Black leading, and they've been playing so well. They stepped up in the last 2 matches, but 50 seconds of the clock could turn the tide of the battle. But I think you might be right. This could be game, set, and match.
Tane, maybe even looking for a fourth here. That's how aggressive they're looking. And eNightmare just to have to reset, settle down, and just try and calm the nerves. They will at least outplay a couple of players. So Duchess, he had the shot, and he's got one back at least for eNightmare. 40 seconds to get 2 goals. This is possible.
I mean, it is possible. This is what I like about tournaments like these. It shows how well, I mean, rank, just chuck rank out the window, and it just shows how well these teams can play together. But yeah, eNightmare just bringing 1 goal back to this game 6, and Irrelevance Black just need to waste time. They got 40 seconds left on the clock, and they don't need to push up too much, but eNightmare really need to be aggressive as much as possible.
Duchess was just unlucky there, and straight down the other end go Irrelevance Black. They're cleaning up. That's surely going to be the game completed now. A 4th goal for Irrelevance Black. It's a second, or the first goal of the game for NC, or for Team. I can't even talk.
So yeah, and this is what I was pointing out throughout the last few matches, that eNightmare's defense is not their best, and we've seen this in the last 2 matches and at this match, as we've seen Irrelevance Black just break through their cracks. Now Irrelevance Black just need to waste the last 18 seconds, and they've secured their spot for Division 1. Unfortunately, eNightmare look like they're going to be playing for that promotion or to relegation playoffs, so we'll see them on the 26th and 27th of January.
Oh, if Jonas scored that, that would have just been completely the nail on the coffin, as they say. Still trying to keep it up, still hoping that something happens, and NT eventually going to be the last shot to knock it down. Irrelevance Black, then they go through to Division 1. What a series, and that some of those goals at the end there were just insane.
Yeah, what an absolute flip reset god from NZ. Hits off the ceiling, jumps down, gets down. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And I think that was what gave the strive for Irrelevance Black to take this win here. And what perfect timing. It's 6 o'clock here in the UK, 7 o'clock wherever else you are in Europe. But wow, what a performance from both